Silent Hill 2 is an old-ass game from 2001, easily the most well-known Silent Hill game, maybe aside from PT. It's also regarded as one of the best games of all time, and I recently beat it for the first time, and man, it sucked. No, I'm kidding. The game was amazing, and me being a fan of horror games, it really tickled my pickle. You know what else would do the same thing that I just said? Leaving the video a like and subscribing to the channel. Both help me out a lot, so do it quickly so we can get on with the video. Thanks. Spoilers for the rest of the video, by the way. All the talk recently is on the Silent Hill 2 remake by Bloober Team, the same developer behind the masterpiece The Medium. That was sarcasm. Go watch my video on it, link in the description. A game as iconic as Silent Hill 2 made me want to finally give it a shot. This also isn't the easiest of games to gain access to. It's not like you can buy the PC enhanced version from Steam straight from Konami. I opted to play the HD collection version on Series X. Yeah, this version. I'm aware it's infamous for its problems, but I'm also aware that every version of the game has its own problems, aside from PS2. After I beat it on Xbox, I went and watched Maximilian's playthrough on PC, and he had way more problems than I did. I can understand the frustration, being a Halo fan and someone telling me they first played Halo 1 on the launch version of Master Chief Collection would kind of irk me too. But then again, I'd just be happy that you're playing the fucking game. So if we're done talking about it, then let's move on. I really enjoyed the game on all fronts. I think what makes this game so good is the incredible balance between the various elements. Exploration, combat, horror, puzzles, new areas. It never lets one thing overstay its welcome. If you move at a constant pace, then the game keeps giving you new things to experience. I did say if you move at a constant pace. My main issue, and it really is the only real issue I had, is missing key items in places that I already checked. It can be from doors that blend into walls a little too well, or James not moving his head enough to signal to me that there's something that I can pick up. He'll face the direction of anything useful, like ammo, items, and puzzles. What the f are you looking at? At times, he does it so subtle and I miss it, since I am also looking around and not completely relying on him to communicate that to me. I understand that this is a skill issue and not something that is universally shared, so I can excuse it. The atmosphere of the game is immaculate. Obviously, the outdoor areas have the thick fog, but the sound design gives this eerie feeling that's really the icing on the cake. Sound is very important, especially in horror. It's so easy to manipulate how you want someone to feel using the sound design. The grainy filter and the creepy sounds work together in unison very well. Later on in the game, when you come back outside for the first time after doing some main stuff inside, it's pitch black. The fog is replaced with darkness, and this is the part of the game where you'll be exploring a majority of the town while looking for key items before you can go to the museum. I didn't play the first game, but I think it has a part that's very similar to this. I do have another negative though, and I can also give this a pass, since this game was made in a different time, and it's the camera. Wow, this camera can be really bad. Oh my god, okay, that's why I don't like this camera, dude. It was made to be played using one set of directional buttons, much like earlier Resident Evil, but the camera fights you sometimes. Bro, this camera is garbo. I do like that if you press LT, it will recenter the camera behind James, but most of the time it's swaying extremely wide, making me lose my bearings. Part of me just wishes they just stuck with a static camera, but like I said, most of the time it was manageable. Speaking of the static camera, in small rooms and some boss arenas, they do keep the camera stable. The last thing you need in a boss fight is the camera swinging around as you bump into walls. Okay? Okay, do I need to heal? This guy's eating my face. The bosses are things that I thought would be more of a problem, but they weren't. Having limited movement made me worry that I wouldn't be as quick and responsive as I needed to in order to take the bosses down. But the game really helps you with this. The aim assist, as you aim in the general direction, does most of the heavy lifting for you while you fight with the tank controls. Also, I gotta mention that through my entire playthrough, I was constantly mixing up the inventory button and the map button. Okay, let me read the memo again. Push the wrong button. On Xbox, the map is on Y, and the inventory is on the menu button, which is the classic start button. I don't think I'm alone in this. Most games, specifically RPGs that are reliant on inventory and skill tree management, put inventory on their Y button equivalent. I constantly hit Y on an attempt to either swap weapons or reload my gun, just to have to back out and hit the menu button instead. Okay, oh my god. The last thing worth talking about is the voice acting. The HD collection has a new voice cast, and you can choose whether you want the new or original voices. I chose new just to hear the performances, but mainly stuck with the original.
Eddie, what are you doing? What does it look like? You always busted my balls. You fat, disgusting piece of shit!
Eddie, what are you doing? What does it look like? He always busted my balls. You fat, disgusting piece of shit.
Everyone speaks a little awkwardly, and I think it's by design. One reason is, I think, to shine a light on Mary's performance, which is incredible.
James, wait. Please don't go. Stay with me. Don't leave me alone. I didn't mean what I said.
Whoever did Mary's original voice snapped and delivered a great performance. It could be because the rest are so weird, but I don't think so. Angela, Eddie, James, Maria, and Laura are a great cast, but Mary takes the cake, even if she's a little creepy sometimes.
Jane.
You're so ugly, even your mama don't love you. Well, maybe he was